pulling cast and jacketed bullets from rimmed and rimless cartridges. William Hovey Smith, 2018. I'm the author of Extreme Muzzleloading, and here we're taking two cartridges and we are extracting the bullets and salvaging the lead and cases.
This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman, and we are fixing to get ready for Christmas. And this rather unusual activity that I'm doing right now is pulling the bullets from some ammunition that is suspect, meaning that I think I may have put too much powder in this hole. And we have some rimmed and we have some rimless cartridges, and we are using a Lyman tool here, which is basically a hammer, an impact hammer, that allows you to withdraw the lead from a variety of cases, in the range of 45 long Colt, 10 millimeter, 9 millimeter, and so on and so on, 38 special. It will do all of those cases. Now I'm going to pull up the camera so you'll actually be able to see more directly what's going on. Generally, what one does is you take your bullet, you have your little collet here, you push it through, you seat it up into the top there, you screw it into the impact hammer, push it down till it seats, tighten it up, and wrap firmly. Okay, now that actually dropped the bullet. As you saw, it took 5 strikes to do it.
Just in case you wanted to know what I was doing with a 45 long Colt, well, here it is. Yep, it got its deer, and actually this deer is going to be part of my Christmas dinner.
I have this on a tile floor, so consequently you don't want to use this directly on your floor material or you'll put divots in it. Yep, just like at the golf course. And you can see what sort of impact it has on this 4x4. Yeah, it's dented it pretty good, almost down to a 1/4 inch in the deepest spot. So you don't want to do this to your floor. So you use this to keep the impact off your floor together. But this is something you can do inside. Once you have your bullet dropped like this, then you unscrew the device, recover your primed hull, so this can now be reloaded, and dump everything and start again with your next one. Put it in, push it down, screw it in to tighten it up around the head, and then wrap firmly. And there again it drops. Now the reason you don't throw these things in the trash can is that, these things will explode. So you don't want your poor trash guy to be exposed to exploding ammunition when he dozes up the trash pile and attempts to set it alight. And this is what happens in many municipalities. You have a trash mountain there and they try to reduce the volume by burning it, and if there's ammunition going on, it goes pop, 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 and nobody likes to be around that stuff, even if you're behind a dozer. So this removes that. Could you salvage the bullets and powder? If it were all the same powder, yeah, you could. Now the bullets, even the jacketed ones, are actually being deformed somewhat. So, as a consequence, they may not be all that usable. But you see how fast this is going. just about as fast as you can put them in there. You can get the job done. And this is a very firm grip on a hard bullet. So this is the most difficult of those I've had to extract thus far. So if you need to pull some bullets, this Lyman Bullet Extraction tool will do the job for you. To show you in closer detail, here's the bullet. You can see this is a crinkled case, so obviously you do not want to shoot this. So you just put it in the collet, put this in the back of your bullet extraction tool, you tighten it up, and then you proceed to wrap firmly. That took 2 strikes and that dropped it. So this recovers your case and your primer. Now, what about your powder and lead? Even the jacketed bullets here are somewhat deformed by the process. So yes, you could load these for practice ammunition. Both ends are commonly altered, so you really wouldn't want to use them for anything serious. And you can just throw them in a lead pot and melt them and recover the lead by separating the copper jacketed materials from it. The problem is, with the lead bullets, this has lubricant on it, and some of the powders have stuck in the lubrication grooves. You can roll it around like this. I'm doing in the hands. If you're fastidious, you can use gloves. Or on a towel, and just drop it, and that'll remove some. But what I'm going to do with this is take a torch and just go on the top and bottom, both sides, and that'll burn off this excess powder here and just cause it to flame and flash off. And you can do the same with the jacketed bullets too, just in case there might be some grain of powder or two stuck down in the bullet cavity. Because you do not want to drop powder down in a pot of molten lead. I guarantee you, you will not like the result. And the powder, if it were all of one sort, you could salvage it, yes, and use it for practice loads. But this is mixed powders. There are 2 different powders in here. So no, I'm not going to make any attempt to salvage this.
Among my prize-winning books where I discuss hunting with muzzleloading guns are Extreme Muzzleloading, Backyard Deer Hunting, where I talk about hunting with cartridge firearms as well, and an ebook series including Shooting and Maintaining Your Muzzleloader, Hunting Big and Small Game with Muzzleloading Pistols, and one I'm writing on right now, Hunting with Muzzleloading Revolvers, that'll be out in about 30 days. My newest book is a business book, Create Your Own Job Security. In these uncertain financial times, you need to have something in your pocket that you can call your own. And I'll talk about this more at the end of the video.
We have put our salvage bullets here in a gold pan, and we're going to take this torch and we're going to flash it to burn off any powder that might be trapped in either the hollow points of the bullets or stuck with the lubricant. And I'm wearing gauntlets here, long sleeves, as well as eye protection. All parts of these bullets have been exposed to the flame now. So now I'll be able to safely melt them. To complete the process, we put it in this separate lead pot, and we're going to melt this batch and remove the jacketed materials and dross and go ahead and make a slug out of it. As you can see, we are getting there. Okay, I believe we have done our job here. Now we have a little extra lead that's coming out of these bullet jackets, and I believe we recovered about all of that we can recover. So I think we've completed our job as much as we can do here. Yep, back, 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 back. Got it. So this can go in our lead pot now and be safely reclaimed.
And here is the end result. Primed brass cases, a cast lead slug, and the jackets that I'll actually use and recast as fittings for muzzle-loading guns.
For now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.
My newest book, Create Your Own Job Security, advocates that you start your own businesses when and as needed and tells you exactly how to go through the steps of choosing a business and actually prosecuting it. This book is now available on Amazon.com, and of course, in these uncertain economic times, makes an ideal Christmas gift. If you flash the slugs with a torch as I did, and then start them by themselves in a pot cold and heat them up to melting, you can do this quite safely indeed. Now, the Lyman Bullet Puller has been on the market for decades and has undoubtedly worked millions of rounds, so it's quite a safe instrument. But take care and pay attention to what you're doing. Avoid static electricity and open flame. Similarly, take care with melted lead. Fumes and lead dust are all harmful. For more information on my books, blogs, and more than 725 videos, you can go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com. For more information on my business book, you can go to createyourownjobsecurity.com. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye, and God bless.